Entering from here during intimacy is 80 times more enjoyable than the G-spot. Only one of men know this. Hi, everyone, I'm Catherine. Today we're going to talk about something super private and super interesting. When watching porn movies, have you ever noticed something very strange? The heroines in the movies can always reach the peak easily, but in real life, it's not that easy. If you can really reach the peak easily, you'd be very happy. Because for most women, if they want to reach the peak, they have to gather a lot of perfect elements. For example, the male partner must be to their liking. The atmosphere must be romantic. The body must be wet enough. And sometimes they even have to use a small prop like a vibrator or something. Even if all these conditions are met, you may still have to rely on a little luck. In short, this is really not an easy thing for many people. But don't worry, today I'm here to give you a treat. Today I'm going to tell you about those sensitive points that help you reach the peak. Let's first talk about the famous G-spot. Many people think that the G-spot is a small spot, but it is not. It is a piece of connective tissue full of nerves and blood vessels in the love channel, which is shaped a bit like a bean, about the size of a 1 yuan coin. As long as this area is stimulated, sexual excitement or peak may occur. Moreover, the physiological structure of each woman is different, and the location of the G-spot is not fixed. So, how to find the G-spot? You can ask your partner to help. First, he has to wash his hands, and then you lie on your back, let him palm up, and use your fingers to gently touch 5/8 cm above the front wall of the love channel. In this process, the movement must be gentle. Don't be anxious, because at the beginning, the love channel may be relatively dry, and it is easy to hurt if the movement is too strong. If you touch a rough feeling like the surface of an orange peel and you feel serendipity, and it is particularly sensitive, then congratulations, it is likely that you have found the G-spot. Some sisters said that as long as you touch it right, when you touch it gently, it feels like being electrocuted, and that feeling is so wonderful. Let's talk about the C-spot, which is actually what we often call the bean, like a boy's penis. It can also erect, which is very important for reaching the peak of sex. You and your partner can gently massage it with your hands or kiss and lick it and keep changing the rhythm and strength. After all, it is the most sensitive place, so you must be gentle when touching it, but don't use too much force at the beginning. Just like a boy's ding-ding head, it can't stand being rubbed with sandpaper. Don't think that simply pinching and rubbing can make girls comfortable. Many girls are disgusted by the clumsy and continuous rude treatment of their male partners. So, the correct way to caress is not to stimulate it directly after taking off clothes, but to guide it step by step. Next, let's talk about the A-spot. Not many people know it. You may have heard of the G-spot and the C-spot, but the A-spot is more mysterious. In 1997, a sexologist named Kai C.H. and finally discovered the A-spot after studying the orgasms of 271 women. Dr. Kai found that as long as the A-spot is stimulated, the female desire can be quickly awakened like a small flame. The orgasm can become moist within 10 seconds, and the orgasm can quickly reach the orgasm. Later, the European and American sexologists also conducted similar experiments, unsuccessfully verified the existence of the A-spot, which was officially recognized by the academic community. Some scholars say that the A-spot is easier to excite women than the G-spot. Some sisters who have experienced the A-spot orgasm told me that it was the most exciting orgasm they have ever experienced. The reason why the A-spot is difficult to find is that it is hidden very deep between the G-spot and the cervix, that is, the tail of the orgasm and the place near the cervical opening. And it will only pop up when the orgasm enters an excited state. The specific location of each person's A-spot will also be a little different. The most suitable position to find it is from behind the female partner, and the boy can touch it with his fingers. Unlike the G-spot, the A-spot feels as soft as a sponge. There is also a S-spot, which is also very interesting. The S-spot is at the entrance of the love path, about 2.5 cm away, located before the G-spot and behind the urethral opening. When someone stimulates it, girls will have a feeling of wanting to urinate, but once the stimulation stops, this feeling of urination disappears. Some sisters are afraid to touch it when they try it themselves, and they accidentally touch the spot. If you hold back the feeling of urinating and continue to stimulate it gently, the legendary squirting may occur. However, here I want to remind you that because the us spot and the G spot are too close, many people think that they are stimulating the G spot. In addition, when stimulating this point, it is easy to have a urinary feeling. So before starting, it is best to urinate first, otherwise it may be a little embarrassing. In addition to these sensitive points, let's talk about some small knowledge. In an intimate relationship, it is very important to understand each other's body and needs. Boys should not always take care of themselves. They should spend more time to understand girls' preferences and sensitive points so that both of them can enjoy it more. Girls should not be embarrassed to express their feelings and needs. After all, only honest communication can make sex life more harmonious. For example, when in close contact, creating an atmosphere is also crucial. You can light some scented candles and play some soft music to make the whole environment romantic warm. Such an atmosphere can make girls relax faster and get into the state. Moreover, sex life is not just a simple physiological behavior, it is also an emotional exchange and expression. The better the relationship between two people, the easier it is to resonate in sex. Therefore, in daily life, lovers or couples should care more about each other, do more interesting things together, and enhance their feelings for each other. With deep feelings, sex life will naturally be sweeter. In addition, before and after sex, you must pay attention to hygiene. Both men and women should clean their private parts to avoid bacterial infection and reduce the risk of some gynecological and men's diseases. Be sure to take safety measures. Whether it is to avoid unwanted pregnancy or to prevent sexually transmitted diseases, condoms are a good choice. Don't feel troubled or embarrassed. This is responsible for yourself and the other person. Well, today's video is here. Welcome to Leave a Message to Discuss. We will talk next time. Bye.